Quality Life Podcast, episode 61. What's good, Roti?
My brother from another. What is the deal, Mr. Boss? What's happening with you, brother?
Man. Hey, it's been a lot happening, man. It's been a lot happening. There's been a lot going on. Other than that, bro, I mean, we could talk about what's going on for nights and nights, and many a nights if we want to. But man, dog, what is going good on your end, bro? Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has been. But it's definitely a blessing and an honor to get back on this thing with you, man. And for all the people that's I'm pretty sure it was in your DMs or whatever, talking about where we at. Is it done? Nah, we here. We still here. We ain't going nowhere, man. This is my brother, man. We go back doggone 20 years now. You know what I mean? But man, what a time go, boy. I had hair back in the day when we was kids, man. You still do though, But,
man, look.
It's love, man.
It's been a long ride, man. There's been a lot of ups and downs, man. There's been a lot of crazy things.
Yeah.
For what he was saying earlier about people being asking like where we been, man, we ain't been gone nowhere.
Yeah, man.
We just been revamping. We've been taking a lot of time. Like I tell people, man, I started a whole new job for a whole new company. So I ain't gonna lie. The time has been kicking my butt, man. The kids getting, acclimated with back to school, getting involved in all of the extracurricular activities and things of that nature, man. Still gotta make time for the wife. Gotta make time for the kids outside of school. So I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot. It's been kicking my butt, man. But I ain't give up.
Yeah,
I ain't give up, and I ain't finna give up on my partner, man. So
it's a juggling act, bro. That's life.
It's definitely a juggling act, man. And we definitely gonna get back into it. The funny thing is, man, my cousin say, man, he called me from jail. He was like, say, man, you still doing the show with Raw T like that? And I was like, bro, trust me, we finna start back up. I ain't gonna lie, it's all on me. I've been working, I've been handling my business and stuff like that. But now we definitely finna start back up, and we're gonna keep it consistent, even if it's just like a once a week thing. My thing of it is that, like I was explaining to him, is that it's so much going on a daily basis.
Yeah, it is.
I don't be wanting to miss a beat.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta miss. Sometimes you can't just put your 2 cents in on everything. Or sometimes everything just can't garner your attention, and everything is kind of getting traction. There's so much stuff going on out there that people be like, man, talk about this, talk about that, talk about this, talk about that, and then you have these moments or these stories that come up that is like momentum changing and things of the nature that you just got to get involved and say something. And so it's definitely all up on me, just getting reacclimated to a whole new everything. My wife, she got a whole new job. It's so sporadic, but it's a beautiful thing. So but most definitely, man, it's like I said, it's episode 61. And hey, man, we gonna slowly but surely keep this thing up, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm looking at I see a couple of other people, man, that they got their podcast rolling. Yeah, they got a little bit bigger of a family around it. So not necessarily it's the same. Like me and you, it's just me and you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like if it was like 5 of us, well, I could be busy for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
While y'all 3 or 4 of y'all holding it down, or
you're right.
3 of y'all holding it down, or 2 of y'all holding it down. If everybody busy, but it's just me and you, so it's like So it's like we kind of do this thing together. So, but man, I'm in it. Like I said, I ain't give up. It's episode 61. We put in so many episodes.
Yeah.
The first go around, I looked at that work and I was just like, bro, it's no way I can give up on the work, man.
Yeah. I was watching. I believe I watched somebody on YouTube, and they having a conversation, and they was like, men should I think they's like men should aspire to leave their mark. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say we never did another episode after this one. Hey man, 61, and these ain't like 61 like 10-minute videos, man. We put in about average of 2 hours. So you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a lot of time if you want.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, we put a lot of work in, man. I mean, of course, like you said, we ain't stopping. We just, we just getting started. The best come, but we ain't going nowhere. Long as
man,
let us have health and strength.
Yeah. Most definitely. As long as we got health and strength, and man, as long as we got good direction, we definitely gonna strive to do that. But before we jump in there, because let's chop it up about that. About a man should strive to leave his mark. Mm-hmm. But before we get into that, let's get into some information real quick. We're gonna get into some information, and then on top of that, we're gonna get into some house cleaning. We ain't done that in a while.
You already know,
what I'm saying? So with that, hey, this the information. QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. That's the email. If y'all want to ask us any questions, y'all want to give us any scenarios, y'all got any type of topics, tweets, posts, anything that y'all want us to comment on, hit that email up. QLIFE, the number 3 at gmail.com. That is the email. Also, we got so many, like I said, man, this is the 61st episode. We all on YouTube. We all on social media. Roti got the Quality Life Podcast page. I got my own Messiah Boss page. Y'all can get at us, go through all that video footage, leave questions, leave remarks. We'll get back to you. You can also do that. On top of that, we got the Anchor app. We got Anchor app, which is the audio of the podcast. Anchor app is hooked up to, it's like a subsidiary of Spotify and Apple Music, all that stuff, all those nice streaming areas for the audio. You can get ours on the Anchor app. And on top of that, like I said, via social media. I'm on Twitter, Rotig is on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, Rotig is on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I don't know if you're on Instagram.
No, I don't really do the IG thing like that.
You don't really do the IG. But at the end of the day, man,
get out there with you though.
Yeah, man, you can get at us on any of the social media platforms, man. You can get it at me at Quality Life Part 1, at Quality Life Part 1. That's where you can get at me at. You can get at Rotig at Our Place to Be. You can get at him at Our Place to Be. Obviously, you can get at me at Dunn Boss on Facebook. And you can get at Rotig at Raw Teague on Facebook. You can get at me on Instagram at The Messiah Boss. The Messiah Boss. It's easy. As soon as you type that in, you're going to notice me. I'm going to pop up and you can get at me. You can DM me. Y'all can do whatever. I mean, y'all DM me about crazy things. Y'all can DM me about questions about the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So with that, before we go any further, man, we're going to do some house cleaning. Rotig, what you got for the people?
Man, just show a little love to the people that's been rocking with me. Of course, my boy Boss, you know what I mean? We go back all them years, had a lot of like you say, a lot of crazy nights, you know what I mean? But leading off with you, my boy Don Dada, his wife Troy Denise, shout out to them.
Yeah.
They doing their thing over there at TroyDenise.com, man. The married life, you know how they go, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
My Jason T, man, I got on a couple of his shows, man. Maybe, we chopped it up about 2 or 3 times, man, in this little hiatus. Yeah. That me and you had, and it's a good episode, man. Y'all check them out at the Very Opinionated Show, man. Y'all, check.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Unc, man. Shout out to Unc on the podcast, man. We definitely, we definitely need to hook up on the podcast over there on the Very Opinionated Podcast Show, man.
Yeah, him and Gorgeous Snow, Maximilian. Y'all, they keep doing. He said they're gonna come back. Because they're on a little hiatus too. So, he said they're coming back strong, probably after the holidays, but, we're going to keep posting. But, my boy Dre Day, Pat, Smiley Face, my poker brethren, Dylan, JC, Zach, you know what I mean? And shout out to my boy Speedy too, and the twins, man. You know what I'm saying? With their crazy selves, man. And Class, you know what I mean? Just everybody that came into my life and made a mark, either positive or negative, man. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I mean? And hey, shout out to the haters too, man. We appreciate y'all over there, and that's about it, man. You got anybody?
Yeah, man. First of all, I'm gonna shout out to my wife, man. My wife, she over there. She in Boston, man. She on a trip for a job. She over there holding it down. She over there doing what she got to do, man. Learning what she needs to learn to move up in this game of nursing in the medical field, man. So I like to say shout out to her.
Influx of paper, huh, my brother?
Yeah, trying to get that influx of paper, man. And on top of that, man, shout out to everybody who trying to win at almost $2 billion tonight, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to win at almost $2 billion, man. Shout out to everybody who trying to get that little extra paper in their pocket. Man, I ain't gonna lie. Don't get it twisted, man. If I can win by myself, I would. But man, I don't mind. I don't mind splitting it with like 10 people.
You played it, bro?
Yeah, I got a ticket, man. I don't mind splitting it with like 10 people, man. If that would be the case, you know what I'm saying. I ain't asking for the whole thing, but as long as I can get a little piece of the pie, man.
Hey, 200 million ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing to sneeze at, man.
Man, what you gonna do with $2 billion if you got it, bro? If you was a sole winner, man, what you doing with that?
If I was a sole winner, well, in Texas, you already know, man. Texas is gonna tax you heavy, man.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly, if I was a sole winner of tonight, that means I walk away with $976 million.
Wow.
Which at the end of the day, obviously, you already know, man. Whoever win it, you don't walk away with it by yourself. You got family, you got friends, you got loved ones, you got all that in the above. So just with naming those different areas of your life, that means I have a lot of people that I can help. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, that's my ideal is just to I'm gonna do what I got to do with it. According to the Most High, I'm gonna take care of my tithing and things like that of a place that I feel like that is deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? Two, I'm gonna take care of the homeless. I'm gonna take care. I can't say I'm gonna take care of every homeless in the world, but I'm gonna do my due diligence by looking out for the homeless folks, and take care of my my kids and my wife and my family after that. Other than that, bro, it's just helping people. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. Yeah, I'm gonna come across different ventures and avenues that's gonna allow me to recoup a couple of things. But yeah, it's really just helping people, bro. That's so much. That's so much. You talking about 900 million, bro? 900 plus million. Think about it. $976 million with the 76 million alone.
Straight.
with the 76 million alone, all my family, all my friends, you know what I'm saying, my loved ones, I can help them with that and still won't even touch over half the 76 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that just shows you, if you're a sole winner, how much money that is. You know what I'm saying? How much financial gain that is. So it's definitely gonna be a lot of help, bro. No, it's definitely gonna be a lot of help.
Yeah, and that goes into the last thing we were discussing. Man leaving his mark. I definitely believe that. I'm. Of course, nobody's perfect. I would consider myself a pretty unselfish guy. Like in this world, you got givers and you got takers. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Everybody gives and everybody takes. But like I think if there's a balance, you straight. But like. It's only I believe taking. If all you do is take that just seems like an empty existence to me. You know what I mean? So
yeah. If all you do is just take and never give,
you never. But
you definitely have people that like that take. And no matter how much they have, you know what I'm saying. No matter how, like, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's no such thing as having too much money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's no such thing as having too much money. Yeah. But when you have so much and you still have this, stingy attitude, or this attitude that you can't help people, or this attitude that, you still looking at it like you still looking at this like you at the bottom of the barrel still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Everybody don't believe that when you come up on things like that, whether it's via lottery, whether it's via inheritance, whether it's via, life insurance, whatever it may be, they don't look at it as always a blessing. They look at it as self-made. Yo, this is mine. You know, I got this for myself. Hey, to everybody, to each his own.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about that. But when you ask me if I was to win solely that Mega Million, that the Powerball solely, which means I'm walking away with over $900 million, and you telling me I have no thought in my mind to help people.
Yeah.
And it's some people who have that, like, I ain't helping nobody. I don't give a damn about nobody. Like, and they really mean it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm not saying you got to go out there and go broke and throw all your money away, but dang, like, you can help some folks out. Yeah. And I get it. You help them. You help them with an amount, with a limit. Hey man, I looked out for you. You know what I'm saying? This is a blessing. This ain't even via me. This is via through me. You know what I'm saying? So do right by it, because guess what? It ain't no spinning the block. It ain't no dough that you can come back around and get some more. Now let's get that twisted. Hey, this ain't no forever a handout situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that with family too, because when you have that type of money, you have family that think, hey man, long as I ask, you should give. Long as my hand out, you should put it in. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll look at you as if you never helped them before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You do have to, you have to do what you do according to whoever you want to do it to, and then you fall back, you get lost, you disappear. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is, man, when you come across financial gains like that, it's having that feeling that you have to really cut away from a lot of people.
It's true.
Like cut away from everybody damn near, because it's like it sucks when you have that type of financial gain when you can't trust your mother or you can't trust your father, because they gonna always let somebody kind of know where you at. What's your number? They always hit you up, or they like everybody has, like, before these financial gains, you know, everybody, you know, I just want to live comfortable. I don't want to live good, and I'm good. You know, I'm good with waking up, blase. But soon as these financial gains come in, everybody got these astronomical wants. Everybody got these astronomical ideas of what they want to do in life. And all of a sudden you got all these ideas and this new level, and everybody now knows all the names to everything, name brand and all that shit like that. So it's like, yeah, man, some of these folks, man, with financial gain like that, you got to be very careful, because a lot of survivors' guilt kick in. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you made it. You know, what would make me, you know, the chosen one or whatever like that, and then you end up overshowering undeserving people. You know, and obviously you showering a bunch of people that don't have it to give it back to you, or don't have it to lend it back to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very thin line that you got to walk when you come across financial gains. Of that nature.
Because I definitely agree. Not, you know, what's what we're looking for? Handicap somebody, but just by taking care of them. Nah, if somebody came with like a business idea, or you want to, you know, maybe go to school, or you know, with a plan, okay, yeah, I can help you with that. But like, just like you say, just handing it out and taking care of you, nah. I might hit you once, you know, with a couple things, but like if you just want to live off me, we can't. Come on now, you know.
Right. You know, because like when you have that type of financial gains, most likely a lot of people that's close to you and your loved one, you're gonna give them enough to where they should be able to take care of themselves. Exactly. But this is the problem though. It's hard. Like I say, bro, you can give a person $100,000, $150,000. But if they never seen that type of money, they never dealt with that type of money, they don't have knowledge of that type of money, they not gonna know how to take care of it.
They gonna blow it.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna mess up. And they're gonna be looking, all right, I didn't understand it. And all right, I bet you this time it won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
when you got that type of money, you gotta learn money. You know what I mean?
Well, you have to learn it, and then as hard as it may say, you have to be a steward over what you give to people, and you have to be a steward of how much you give to people, because you can give somebody so much, it can take them out. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And then on top of that, you can give a person so little, or what they feel like is so little. They didn't hate you then, but they hate you now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be a true steward over how you decide to help people, what you decide to give people. And I know people just like, man, just give it and give it and just let them do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand that. I understand that everybody should be grown, but you got to know, like I say, if you gonna do that, like just say for instance, if you gonna go around and you just say, hey man, I'm putting 50,000 cash in envelopes and I'm just personally handing out to everybody. Okay. And you say, hey, do as you please.
Yeah.
To a bunch of people who ain't never had 50,000 at one time, who ain't never hustled it up, who ain't never worked for it, who ain't never made that much a year, and you just saying, hey, do as you please. Now, you know you got to go ghost after that.
You got to. Yep. Because they
you got to go ghost
up
after that. Because I promise you, man, think about it. When it's still a blessing. 50 grand is a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
But 50 grand can be gone on one car.
Easy. Oh, yeah. Especially nowadays with inflation.
50 grand could be gone on medical bills.
Yep. Easy.
You know what I'm saying? 50 grand could be possibly gone on back child support if you helping somebody in that situation.
Yep.
50 grand could be gone on student loans or whatever. So it's a blessing, but it ain't enough to change somebody's life.
It's true.
So unless they know how to maneuver that right and do the right things and plug that money in particular places. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes when people get a little cushion like that, the first thing they want to do is start to pay things off in whole, like a whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay all this off. I'm gonna pay all that off. I'm gonna pay all that off. And then before you know it, you use that little blessing to pay everything off. Yeah. Now you still ain't got nothing to live off of.
Exactly.
Or you ain't got nothing to flip. Now you back at ground zero. Yeah. You're debt free here and there, but you back at ground zero and don't know how you can get that type of money again without doing what? Asking
again. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, you know, dealing with money and financial gains, it's a slippery slope, man. Because you know, when everybody's swear they gonna be entrepreneurs and got the business plan, and you know, I have my own ideas, I'm be my own boss and all that, and yeah, man, like you can't go around just wasting money on folks, and no matter how much you love them. And sometimes you gotta deny folks. Sometimes you gotta deny folks, and then no matter how much they get mad at you and how much they gonna hate you, and you gotta deny them. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know those people got wolves around them. Why would you give a person $150,000 when you know they might don't see it because they think it's love? People mistake treachery. People mistake mischievousness, all that. People just mistake companionship or hanging around ship or whatever as love all the time. You know what I'm saying? But you on the outside as the person who got it, you like, man, there ain't nothing but a bunch of wolves around you. Yeah. Now, if I give you this and you don't know what to do with it, I mean, I just gave you something that folks can knock your head off over.
You feed them to the wolves, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very sticky situation when you're dealing with financial gain. So like to anybody who do win any amount of these lotteries, because they're growing and growing and growing, especially the Powerball. Yeah. If you win, you got a lot to think about.
Yeah, you do.
You know, you got a lot to think about.
Yeah, you do. You have to move a lot different.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move a lot different. You're gonna have to move around. You're gonna start seeing a lot of true colors. And yeah, don't be surprised if a lot of people hate you that when you decide that you ain't going broke on them. You know? So
you're right about that, brother.
But yeah, but when we get into a man, you said a man leaving his mark. Yeah. A man leaving his mark. what, as far as, I know it's kind of like, just abrupt and just kind of like, because we just had that thought and we said it and we was like, oh, let's get into it.
Yeah.
When you're talking about a man leaving his mark, is there anything right now off the top of your head? So don't when Roti speak, don't just kind of like jump all on his opinions at the point, because it's kind of like just off the rip right now.
Okay.
When it comes to a man leaving his mark, like what is like some quick things that you can kind of like tell men when it comes to that?
Well, I think the first thing about men leaving their mark is you got to know who you are first. I could, I can just personalize it. I know who and what I am, and I know what I bring to the table. And I say this, like, if not to gloat, none of that, but I would like to think that people that do spend time around me, they enjoy it. I'm not gonna say you're gonna come out a better person and all that. Just when we kick it, we have good memories, and you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't feel like, oh, I wasted my time, or energy drain. Like, you just, I want you to, even if it's a conversation, feel like, okay, yeah, that was positive. I had a good time, or whatever. Like, if a person needs to hear something, or if they need to just get something off their chest, that's my gift. That, a lot of people call me just when they want to vent, when they need something, need this in the ear, because that's what, like, I that's what that big the Most High put that in me. You know what I mean? To be a listener. So like, so I know that, and I can, you get it. We can get a couple jokes in too. We gonna laugh, have a good time. We can be serious, or if it's time to work, I'm here for that too. You know what I mean? So it's like, when they say make your mark on the world, of course, clearly, yeah, you can touch the world now because you got the internet and all that, but like, you still got like a few, that's highly unlikely you're gonna touch the whole world. So I think, your community, the people that or the people that you come in contact with, if you can, if they need a hand and you can do it, help them out, and like I said, to me, it's definitely, I'm definitely more of a giver, so if somebody needs some help and I can do it, and it ain't, I'm not just gonna be at everybody beck and call. I'm not saying that, but like, if I can do it and you need some help out, okay, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Because as long as nobody, I'm not gonna let anybody take advantage of me, but like, if somebody needs some help, yeah, okay, cool, I got you. If I can do it, and that just really, in my opinion, like, for me, that's how I believe that, my mark has been left so far. And then, and even, let's just say with this podcast, who's to say that, because me and you, we come at it from very different walks of life, I say. You know what I mean? We're two very different individuals, but we family. So it's like, if somebody that's going through the type of life that I've went through, and they come across this pod, and maybe I can, if they're going through a tough time or whatever, maybe I can say something to help them get through it. Just, exactly. Even if it's one word, so it's really just looking at yourself and seeing what you bring to the table and trying to be the best at that. And of course, like, if you have flaws and weaknesses, of course, try to work on them too. But nobody's perfect. So I know that's kind of a long answer, but like, I say, for me, just, it's better to give than receive, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what about you, my brother? What you think? Your mark.
When it comes to a man leaving his mark, man, like, I'm with you. First of all, you got to know who you are. You got to know who you are, and you got to know your strengths, and you got to know your weaknesses. Because at the end of the day, it's hard to be pushing for something and grinding at something that you're weak at. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't be of an asset in that weakness, but you can't spend your life, on that treadmill chasing that weakness or trying to fine tune that weakness when it's just not you. It's just not your strong suit. You can get as good as and get as better, you always seek, new knowledge to get better at it, which means you're forever learning. So you'll forever get better. But obviously there's things that you have that you want to leave towards this world that you know that you can kind of do with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like as far as I don't really like to talk about the whole purpose thing, you know, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole other subject. Yeah. But it's like you know things that you have, you know, that you're great at, and that can possibly be an asset to you.
Yeah.
So know it, and when once you know it, and you know that this is something that you feel like you was gifted with, that's probably where you need to go. Yeah. You know, so you need to know who you are, and you need to know what avenue you're going. You need to know what you're chasing, and then you need to know a time limit, a reasonable time limit, and have a plan for it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So when you set your mark, you know, 2, always remember, man, you have the power of a clean slate. Now, I get it. I know a lot of people want to hold your past against you. Mm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to let their foot off your neck when you're down. But you have to remember, their mission of keeping you down is completed when you decide that they won and you should stay down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to recreating yourself, recreating your past, stepping out and get to a clean slate and doing something new, you have the final say so of that. Despite what no one else is saying, whatever everybody else is saying, you have the final say so. Are you going to recreate yourself? Are you going to finally start now? Are you going to finally plan now? Are you going to finally do whatever it needs to take to revitalize, revamp yourself? You have the final say so in that. You can't let nobody, no matter how close you are, no matter if they mother, father, because despite the closeness, despite the DNA or whatever it may be, there's people that have been absolutely wrong about you that you love the utmost, that you got the utmost respect for. Everybody that you love and have the utmost respect don't necessarily have the final say so or know the final move for your life. Yeah, don't get it wrong. There's nothing wrong with listening to people. Sometimes you can listen to people and they can give you something, some good piece of game, and they don't steer you straight. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure your final decision is your final decision. You know, your final decision is your final decision. And on top of that, when a man leaving his mark, just know how much it's going to cost you.
Mm. Yeah, you always got to know that as a man. Always.
Yeah, you gotta count up the cost. You have to count up the cost financially. You have to count up the cost emotionally. You have to count up the cost outside of financially and emotionally. Yeah, you got to count up the cost physically because it might take a physical toll on you. You know what I'm saying? You have to count up the cost hypothetically. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you to go get lost in all the hypothetical situations, but guess what? When you know you're about to veer into a certain direction, you have to start thinking about, man, how many different ways can a person attack me that can prolong me from going where I'm going? How many situations that they can throw? You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather be over prepared than hopeful, thinking that nothing ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, like your risk is always got to be calculated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's no more just we just jumping and throwing caution to the wind. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
You know, you definitely can't do it. So when it comes to a man leaving his mark, he has to know those things. You know what I'm saying? He has to know those things. And fourth, don't be caught up on when you find out that people not riding with you. Mm-hmm. When they're not riding with you, genuinely, you can't be caught up. You can't get caught up on relationships. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong. Life is about relationships, but you can't get caught up on the wrong relationships. You can't let the wrong relationships hinder you and take 10, 15 years off your life because you're mad and you became bitter to a situation because you feel like certain people were supposed to ride for you and they didn't even understand where you was going. Not saying you didn't have a nice laid out plan the way you was going. They just wasn't meant to understand it. Their eyes wasn't open to it.
Yep.
They understanding wasn't open to what you was doing. So when a person or people don't understand your mission, don't get caught up on it. Don't get mad. Don't get bitter. Yeah. Just keep moving. Yeah. Stop trying to include them in it.
Yep.
And you'll run across people who totally understand where you're going.
Very well said, man. I think a lot of people, men included, men and women, I think a lot of people focus on the people that's not rocking with them and trying to change them. Instead of looking across the whole board, and it's people out there that'll rock with you. If you focus on them, it's, because the people that's not rocking with you, they're not rocking with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying nothing can change. It could possibly change, but
yeah,
if it don't change, oh well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people need to focus on the people that's with them. Maybe, maybe it not be as many, or they might not be as pronounced or rich or glamorous or whatever. But if they rocking with you, they rocking with you, man.
They rocking with you.
It's nothing. There's nothing that beats that. There's somebody that's genuinely rocking with you instead of somebody you got to try to manipulate or change or coerce into doing. Nah, man. If they ain't rocking with you, let them go. That's all it is. But a lot of people waste a lot of energy on that, bro.
Yeah. And just remember, man, everything that you do won't cause instant change or long-term change in people's life.
Yeah.
So everything like it's kind of like, it's like a music artist, they think, man, as soon as I drop this song, I'm supposed to be going platinum.
Yeah.
It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do won't influence instant change or long-term change to certain people's lives. It may not even influence a change to their life period. So with what you put forward and what you put your best foot forward and your best works forward, and some people are not, I guess what they call it, replying to it the way you want to, responding to it the way you want to. Don't waste years trying to get them to respond the way you want to respond, because that's when it becomes manipulation. Now you want to manipulate people into liking what you're doing, and everybody not going to like what you're doing. Everybody not going to understand what you're doing. Everybody not going to need what you're doing. So as a man, everybody not going to need what you putting forward. Everybody not going to need your service. Everybody not going to need your idea. Just be okay for the people who need it and who's interested in it. And the people who's actually coming forward to you with ideas of maybe how to perfect it or change it, be open-minded to, because everybody may not need what you're trying to present. Exactly. It's simple as that.
Exactly. And I think, one of the things about us as men, me and you personally, we not just saying it just to say it, because if you think about it, look at what we're doing now. Of course, when you start a podcast, you like, man, you want millions of people watching you or whatever, you know what I mean? But okay, well, we ain't got that. But I know Elliot always in your DM. Shout out to Elliot. And my boy JC hit me after every show we drop. I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's other people that rock with us too. But like, instead of focusing on the millions of people that's not rocking with us, okay, well, the people that's rocking with us, I appreciate you. Hopefully y'all getting something for this. You know what I mean? And we gonna keep bringing it out. And we walk when we talk. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I respect you, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just saying it just to say it.
Right. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like that's it, man. I tell all the brothers out here, and I tell the women too. Let's get it to, because the women gotta leave a mark too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So women, everything that we saying to men applies to you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know who you are, figure out where you're going, get your plan to it, and don't be mad or surprised when people around you are not responding to it the way that you want them to. Don't let that drown you out. Don't let that hold you back. Don't let that stifle or stagnate your life. And just keep moving. Trust me, you will reach the correct people that you need to reach.
Exactly.
It's simple as that. With that being said, Roti, man, let's move on to some sad news, man. We're gonna move on to a sad situation. Time and time again, we see situations like this happen. And honestly, I just want the situations to honestly stop. But realistically, man, as long as this earth revolves around the sun, man, things like this gonna be here.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, I'm just gonna say it. RIP Takeoff. If y'all don't know who Takeoff is, which everybody most likely should know who he is. He is one of the Migos rap group members. Yeah, I mean,
senseless, bro.
Senseless violence, senseless murder. Man, it's
crazy. It happened in our city too, man.
Yeah, it happened in the city. It happened in the city, but you know how that goes, man. If it would have happened in his own hometown, home city, it would have been twice as worse, because it's like, why? Who would want to do that from the city? You know what I'm saying? So, all I'm really gonna say about this, man, I'm not gonna harp on to it, man. It's a lot of missing pieces to what went on that night. Yeah, I know it's a lot of video footage.
Yeah.
Of what supposedly happened and things of that nature. And I hope they get to the bottom of it. I hope they find justice for the brother. Yeah. But I'm gonna just say this. When it's all said and done, man, death got a job to do. People say, well, boss, what you mean by that? We was told one day we was gonna be born and one day we was gonna die. You know.
Very true.
Now the reality of it is that we don't wake up in the morning and think I'm going to die from a senseless murder. Yeah. We don't wake up in the morning and think my helicopter is gonna go down. We don't wake up in the morning and think somebody's going to run into these towers with jets and it's going to blow from the bottom and we're going to be dead. Like nobody, we all have to die. Yeah. We all have to go through the act of death, of dying. You see what I'm saying? So that means we all have to go into a resting place. We all have to die. You know what I'm saying? But the way that people leave into that space of death, that's what shocks folks.
Exactly.
Because everybody, in most cases, not all cases, you got some people who want to go out in a blaze of glory and hope they get shot 30 times, and so the hood could love them afterward. You know, it's some people who wish they go out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who wish they go out the most heinous way so they feel like they can get some type of infamy off of it. Yeah. I get it. It's some people. But for the average person goes to sleep at night and think, man, I want to live to see a nice, elderly age, and most likely, man, go to sleep and pass away in my sleep. Yeah. Pass away in my sleep all nice, peacefully. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to go out Nobody wants to go out painfully. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know that it's a high possibility that you might go out a certain way that may be painful. Nobody wants to go out that way. Everybody wants to go peacefully in their sleep. Yep. Everybody wants to be like, oh man, grandpa or grandma, they just went laid down. They said they was going to bed, and when we went in, they was gone to sleep for real. But they was 102 years old. Yeah. They lived a good life. Everybody thinks that, and everybody wants that for the most part. Yeah. So when you look at these senseless murders. It's just a sad situation, man.
It is.
And long as evil is out here, bro, these things are going to forever happen.
Yep.
You know, so I'm not telling people to sit around and get desensitized to it. You know, you have your particular bonds and you love particular people a particular way because of what they provided for your life. Mourn the way you want to mourn, you know.
Yeah.
But I wish there was a way that I can, you know, push a button and snap my fingers to get rid of all the senseless violence. I wish there was a way.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, man, it's just a bad situation.
It is.
You know, it's a terrible situation. And man, I just say, man, I give prayers out to his family, man. I say condolences out to his family. Yeah, man, you just hate to see somebody go like that, especially somebody who was known for just staying out the way, being low key.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty much like an innocent bystander getting killed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna try to go too deep and get all philosophical and try to make people think or whatever. I just want to say, man, RIP Takeoff, man. I hope this bring Quavo and Offset together and make they bond and they brotherhood strong as ever. You know, because I know sometimes people can't bounce back from stuff like this.
Yeah.
Stuff of this magnitude. It's a tough thing, you know. So
yeah, it's
with that, I'm just gonna say RB Takeoff, man.
Like you said, it's you know, not to get, you know, too deep. It's senseless. And you know, when I was coming up, Big and Pop, when they got murdered, it hurt hip hop community tough. You know what I mean? And that was just, you know, every life expressions. That was just two. Now it seems like this stuff is happening on steroids, bro. You know what I mean? It's like seems like somebody getting killed every month. You know, and it's senseless. But like something you said that before you started your you know, your diatribe was that's death gone death. You know, it got a job to do. And if you think about it, go all the way to the beginning, y'all, you know, who believes in that, who believes in the Most High, what's in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, the first 4 people, one killed, you know, one killed one. So
brother killed brother, right?
Killed brother, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this, you know, this is human nature. It's sad, but it is, that's what it is, you know, even if it's guns now, but it was swords back then and stones or whatever, you know. So, you know, man, I hope, you know, one day, like you said, I hope Quavo and Offset can mend their relationship, man. And
I definitely.
Because you know I'm all about peace and
peace,
and harmony. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but like you say, man, they've got a job to do, man. RP to Takeoff, man. You know?
Yeah, man. RP to Takeoff, man, and just RP to him, man. RP to PNB Rock. He died. He got murdered previously, literally like a couple weeks ago. The list goes on, man. You know,
long list.
Hip hop is it's falling, but as one fall, another one ascends.
That's true.
So
very true.
I just hope they put a hold on this, because I feel like this evil it's only a matter of time that the women start consuming each other like the men do.
Yeah.
You know, as you know it, when it comes with this hip hop thing, man, and the evils that surround this hip hop thing, every behavior that the man, you know, bring forth and live out, slowly but surely, women start to live out. Women who are in that community are starting to live out the same thing, slowly but surely. So before you know it, you know, it was only about men talk about out here killing ops, shooting ops, riding on ops, and doing this. There's women talking about sliding on ops and who's scared to come outside, and I'm riding with 40s and all that. You know, there's women talking like that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's women out here talking about they masking up. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, man, I hope it slows down and go the other direction, because I don't want to see our sisters get to consuming each other like our brothers doing already. It's bad enough that we can't stop. We can't stop the, I guess you want to say, genocide that it is. We can't stop that as it is. So the last thing we need is, sisters across the board out here opping each other and taking each other out. We don't need things like that. So yeah, man, it's just a sad situation, bro.
It is, bro.
It's definitely just a sad situation.
Yeah.
But with that, we must move on to, again, RP takeoff, but we must move on. And what we're gonna move on now, man, is to a particular subject. Y'all see what that is, right? It's called stealthing. Stealthing. And let me read what stealthing is. Let me pull it up real quick, Roti.
While you pull that up, man, I'm gonna just tell our audience, me and Boss, we talked maybe 2-3 days ago, and about stealthing. I had never heard of it, didn't know it existed, none of that. So,
right.
This was some news to me. I'm like, man, it really happens, but
right.
Yeah, brother.
So we're gonna get to stealthing. You can hear me, Roti?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Now, what brings us to this is there was a conversation that a young lady, she posed on Twitter, and she said, men trap women more than women trap men. So I already kind of felt like the question was loaded, but at the end of the day, I already knew where it was going, and I jumped in head first, not really thinking, because I already knew like this was finna get traction, and I'm like, okay, I'm finna give the folks a villain, because they looking for a villain, because they was looking to push a narrative.
Okay.
So when she said men trap women more than women trap men, she was talking about men pulling off rubbers mid-sex, men pulling off condoms mid-sex, inserting themselves in women, and having sex raw now, from going to protected to raw, right? Protected to raw with no consent. Now, before we go further, I do not condone man pulling off rubbers, pulling off condoms mid-sex, and just sliding it into a woman and just doing his due. I don't condone it. I don't condone it, not at all. But with that being said now, I'm not going to lie. Before I heard of the term stealthing, and I heard of this term stealthing maybe like 3 or 4 years, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. I graduated high school in 2001.
Okay.
I've been sexually active since I was 10.
Wow.
I've been actually knowing sexually active since I was about in the 6th grade. So me personally, now I know in this super sensitive era in 2022, going forward, I know that what I'm about to say is going to bring me a lot of heat, because they would expect me to understand this terminology and what was going on way back then.
Okay.
Now, what I'm about to say is this. before the term stealthing ever hit the floor, before the term stealthing ever hit my mindset.
Yeah.
I can remember 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and some through high school. Having sex with young women and pulling the rub off.
Okay.
Pulling the rub off and going in and do our thing. Okay. And relying on the pullout action.
Okay.
I can remember doing that as a young man. I can remember doing that.
I got a question for you. When you did that in your younger days, what I'm pretty sure the woman was aware that you did it, right? Just to let everybody know, to be clear.
Well, obviously, there was times where it was just like, man, I can't get busy with this, rubber or whatever like that. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna lie. There was times where it was like, nah, man, I can't do it, man. This rubber I ain't even into it. And then they'll consent and be like, go ahead, pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it off. And then on other times, there have been times where I was just smack dead in the heat with a woman and it was getting gravy. And I wanted to feel it naked head. And I would pull it off and go up in them. Okay. I'm talking about this is 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. Yeah. There was times that happened. Okay. But this is the thing. Well, people say, well, a woman is supposed to consent to that. Well, growing up sexually, I just thought a woman consented to everything once she just said, okay, we're gonna have sex, and she opened her legs up to me. That's the ideology I grew up with. Gotcha. I didn't know that the consent process was, well, I understood that a woman can reject as we go. Yeah. I understood that a woman could reject as we go. So this is the problem. Yeah. So when I did pull off the rubber and then I did go with some of the ladies, they'll tell me, whoa, we ain't doing that. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Okay. Boom, we stop. Got you. We stop. All right. We done. All right, cool. I don't want to, because the biggest thing was I don't want to get pregnant. Like all the diseases and stuff, like how it's so hyped and now, it wasn't like that back then.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was a different time.
It was different. The biggest thing a lot of people was worried about was getting pregnant. Yeah. So it was, I don't want to get pregnant. Cool. Fine. I go get another rubber or we ain't going no further.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet. That's cool. I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? Then it was some women who secretly in mind wanted to feel it raw. Gotcha. But women weren't used to initiating sex like that. Okay. So it was always up to the man to initiate sex when it was growing up. When I was growing up, bro, coming through middle school and high school, there was no woman out, no young girl out there telling me oh yeah, I want to feel it raw today. No, they wasn't saying that. Yeah. It was up to the man. Yeah. It was no woman sitting there saying, I want you to pull off the rubber. No, they wasn't saying that. Yeah. It was if it happened, it happened. And if she didn't like it initially, we stopped. Or she'll let you know that she liked it and you kept going. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Or she didn't like it and some of them guys who kept going, and you see where a lot of them at. In prison with cases. Yeah. Yeah. So this stealthing, let me read the definition. Okay. Stealthing is a slang term for an act of removing a condom during sex without consent of the partner. It's illegal in many places and is a form of sexual assault. In October of 2021, California became the first state in October of 2021.
A year ago.
California became the first state to adopt the law explicitly making the practice illegal. So the practice finally just became illegal in 2021. Gotcha. Now, the practice just became illegal in 2021, But as of early in 2010, stealthing was used in context of sex to refer to the act of engaging in sexual intercourse without disclosing that one has a sexually transmitted infection or disease.
Oh, so it's a whole different.
So it was a whole different definition back then.
Okay.
Because what people was thinking was the only reason why a person is removing this condom is because they're trying to get me infected. See, it turned from when I was younger. It turned from when I was younger when it was just, no, I don't want to get pregnant. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we was younger, it turned from I don't want to get pregnant to, oh, it's a lot of sick people out here. You're trying to infect me. Yeah. Yeah. So the shift changed. See, you got to think about it. As of 2010, when the term initially came out, it was only talking about people getting infected.
Gotcha.
It wasn't even talking about being or having birth and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
It was more about catching a disease.
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now, fast forward to 2022.
Yeah.
And the conversation about men trapping women. Mm. And I get it. You know, there's a way, you know, and all of it's illegal. Mm. If you can find a way to as a woman to get yourself pregnant by me and it wasn't consenting, it's illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's simple as that. Yeah. It's either in an act you consented in or it's illegal.
Yeah.
So the same way with me to a woman or a man to a woman, it's either illegal or it's something that you consented in. Mm. It's not a trap. And then what happened with a lot of women was like, well, you know, consent is step by step and moment by moment. So you can consent just like back then. Mm. Back then, growing up, I thought consent was, yeah, I get it. Consent was to, as long as y'all good until she tell you to stop.
So you say no, yeah.
Until she tell you stop or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then when she tell you stop, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that. But my case was in the term of stealthing, and you talking about getting trapped with babies. Mm-hmm. Women getting trapped with babies. I tell her, I said, if a woman laid down unprotected, she knows what she signed up for. Now, I was talking about something initially different at the beginning. If y'all just consented to both to have both unprotected sex, you know what you signed up for.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, but when it comes to this issue right here, I said, I don't condone a man just pulling off a rubber and going into a woman. As a young man, I know I did that a few times.
Yeah.
As a young high school kid, as a young middle school kid, I've done that a few times. Yeah. I'd have had a shitload of sex in my life. I done that a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was before the terminology was illegal and getting people sent to jail and everything like that. Yeah. Now it's a different world now, respectably, and I respect it. Mm. But what I was saying is, in case of stealthing, mm-hmm. as a woman, you consented to sex with a man and the sex was protected. Mm-hmm. As a woman, you tell me that when you feel that man come out of you, pull out of you, slip out of you, and when he slips out of you and pull out of you for a certain amount of time, you're not on alert looking what's going on. Hey, what are you doing? You taking off the condom? Or we ain't doing it no more. Nah, this gonna stop. This ends now. Or you just laying back waiting for him to go back in. So you telling me you put your protection in this man so much that when this man is slipping out of you and he fidgeting down there with his private, you ain't thinking about what's going on? Mm. That's what I'm telling you. That what you telling me as a woman. You just so gone in the bliss that you ain't thinking about what's going on. And then if that man does do stealthing and pull off his condom, and he goes in you don't know the difference.
That was gonna be my question to you. Yeah, that was gonna be my question. Cause we definitely got the difference. We definitely got to run the block back on this one with women, because that's my question. Like, wouldn't it feel like two totally different experiences with a condom and without a condom?
So one woman said, sometimes it just be so wet and moist you don't feel the difference. And then you had some women say, look, when I get as wet as they come, I always know the difference.
Okay.
So now it's a
wow. Okay.
It's a person by person thing, because, like I say, some people could be trying to push a narrative. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like a person should know the difference or feel the difference between rubber going in them and rubber not going in them.
Yeah. Yeah. You would think.
You would think. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just me. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna knock a person if they say they can't, they don't know the difference. Hey, that's what you feel. But as a person, I feel like, come on, bro, you know the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in case of a dude doing stealthing, if a dude go off and do some wild stuff like that, and he pulls off, he pulls off his condom and he goes and you raw. And I said, as a woman, once you feel that, matter of fact, once you feel like, once you notice that he's not in you. Now, I know as a woman, you know the difference that a man is not inside of you and he is. I don't care how small you may say his thing may be. You know the difference when a man is inside of you and a man is not. So if that man is not inside you mid-sex, you telling me as a woman, you're not thinking one bit, oh, what are you doing? He got out. What's going on? Like, well, because this is the problem. The same women can sit there and ask a man, it's okay. I mean, you good. It went down. You still on hard, but you ain't sitting there telling me, you ain't asking this man you ain't trying to see if he taking off the rubber or not. Make that make sense to me.
That's a good point.
You still could be looking down there to see if he's still hard, because you ain't came yet, but you ain't looking to see if he took off the rubber yet. Make it make sense to me.
Yeah. It don't.
Or that's not where your mind is. Your mind is strictly on just getting punished. Your mind is strictly on just getting that wood.
Yeah. Enjoying it.
Yeah. So what I said is, in a case, if that happened, if a man pulls off the rubber and starts stealthing, he goes inside of you. He inserts himself back inside of you with no rubber. So it's either you telling me when he trapped you with a baby, there wasn't no extended period of time that y'all was having sex unprotected to where you notice the difference.
Yeah. And
on top of that, or you telling me all these women that these men are pulling the rubber off and going back in them, they busting and pre-coming and busting as soon as they get inside of them. That what you telling me? Because still, there's a period of time for this dude to pull off the rubber that you know that this man is not inside of you. When you feel that man come outside of you, when you feel that man's penis come out of your vagina, you need to start, hey, what's going on down there? I hope you ain't trying to pull. You need to start investigating. So guess what? Once his penis is outside of your vagina, there should be no way that his penis should be back in your vagina without you knowing if there's a condom back on there or not. So how you gonna sit here and tell me that this man trapped you? Or you just being lazy and not protecting yourself?
Yeah.
And then want to put it on the man, and when this man urges take over, then you want to holler out he raped you and everything. And then on top of that, I said, if that happens and he pulls out a condom and he goes back inside of you and you sitting there, you enjoying it. Baby, it feels good. Oh, this the best I had. Oh, I like it. This. Now you enjoying it. You can't go back and say that man trapped you.
After the fact, you mean, right?
After the fact, you can't go back and say he trapped you.
Gotcha.
Or he raped you.
Gotcha.
You sitting there enjoying it. Now you sitting there giving them indicators, telling him you enjoy it. But then, like I said, I have never seen a woman who was in a marriage, who was in a happy marriage, or who was in a happy relationship talking about a man trapped her. It's always a single mother who don't got a good relationship with her child's father. Because guess what? If you become pregnant by a man and you just never wanted that to happen and he forced his way up on you, that's rape. You ain't saying trap. You ain't saying nothing. You saying rape, rape, rape. Give him the time and I'm filing charges.
Yeah. Because rape, that's black or white. If you say rape that and you pull that word out, hey, yeah.
It's black and white. It's black and white. Yeah. I only hear women talking about they being trapped with kids when the relationship with the child father don't go according to plan. That's the only time I hear women talking about, he trapped me with a baby. When the relationship fall out and y'all ain't on the same pages no more. Now he trapped. Now he trapped you with a baby. And now you up in 2022 talking about he being trapped, and now you trying to allude to the world that your child's father. You trying to tell the world that he light raped you. He light raped you.
Yeah,
that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, light rape.
That's murky waters.
Yeah, it is.
Because now you don't want to say that your baby father raped you and you killed the kid because you know he didn't rape you. But since y'all ain't working out, y'all ain't on the same page, you want to say he trapped you with a baby though. Still making him look bad in the public eye. Because when you say some man trapped you, that's an indication that he done something to you that he wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, against your will.
Against your will.
Yeah. Like
if a person trapped me, that's murky waters. If a person trapped me, that means they done something against my will.
Exactly.
So guess what? If they done something against your will, that's simply black and white.
Yeah, it is.
So how y'all sitting there as women playing with man life like that? Yeah. Because y'all didn't work out.
Yeah. You want to get some get back.
You want to get some get back. So you talking about this man trapped you. Which in the eyes of the law will say, hey man, the book don't say nothing about trap. It's either he raped you and assaulted you or he didn't, which one he did. Or that's just your emotions talking because you mad y'all didn't work out. See, one thing I always remember that my mom told me, and I'm gonna be done with this situation. I'll let you take over and I'll let you spit your verbiage on it. She say, son, when you lay down with a woman, you at her bay if she don't like you.
You at her what?
You at her bay.
Okay.
If she don't like you, you at her bay and you at her mercy.
Yeah, you are.
If she don't like you. Because guess what? The world is ready to take you down at any given moment.
It's true.
And the world is ready to say a woman is the victim and the man is the victimizer.
Very true. Quick.
So with that, Roti, they jumped on me for social media, but they probably still jumping on me now if I go back to the tweet.
Man, like when we talked about this initially, I was like, man, I see my boy drop the response, because I seen you had been dropping them like the mini videos, and like you was getting views like, let's just say 500, 1,000. I seen 50,000, but I didn't know any of the context or the backstory. I didn't know everything. You just I'm like, they coming for you. Okay, wow. But it really ain't too much to add to. I say this, y'all go back to episode 6. So I'm really just listening because clearly I have never
been in a situation.
I ain't never been in a situation. You know what I mean? But like I can speak for myself. I wouldn't, definitely with the Stephen thing. Like if I would just keep it, I would just keep it real with you. Like whenever it happens, and I meet that lady and we go there, look, she gonna know. Look, ain't gonna be no ain't no strap because I'm trusting you with my life. So like I've been disciplined all these years.
Yeah.
To not do it because it just whatever the lady
This what you can. Yeah.
It didn't work out. But me,
right.
Me as about to be a 42-year-old man. When you lay down with somebody, it's a great chance you can get them pregnant. So like I've already thought about that. And like you said earlier, as a man, okay, when you make a decision to do something, you gotta look at all the avenues. So if I lay with somebody, I'm okay. Yeah, if a baby come, let's go. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not I'm not putting on no condom, none of that. I'm shooting the club up, all of that. I'm gonna let her know off the top. You know what I mean? So like, a trap, I wouldn't do nothing like that because I'm very straightforward with what I say, So like, I say this like I do know people that my partners from the past or whatever. They done told me stories of like, okay, well, damn, like
yeah,
we had discussed not wanting kids, and she came up pregnant and kept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I granted, I can only come from the man's point of view because I'm a man. You know what I mean? So like this is my first time ever hearing about women getting trapped with babies because like they just keep it real in 2022. Like and look, I'm not a fan of abortion and all that, but like I know in certain states that change that law or whatever, but you can go to a state if that's how you want to do, you can do it. It's a lot of options.
You can rock out and get it done.
If you as women that if they don't want to go that route and being a mother, you can get it taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand how you get trapped when you have all the decision. Like it's all like to kind of add to what your mom said. Once I lay with her and I what's what I'm looking for? My seed leaves my body and goes into hers, I have no more control.
No control, right?
If I, if she wants to have a baby and I don't want her to have it, she gonna have it. If she doesn't want if she don't want to have a baby and I do want her to have it, it's gonna be her decision. As well it should be. So like, if the last decision is with you, how you get trapped? I don't get that. That don't make sense to me. You know what I mean?
Well, see, what was the initial with the whole trapping is that they said the trap was when the man pulled off the rubber and went in her.
Okay.
That initial was the trap.
So like
now at the end that because there was like once he went off, this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, okay, so if he pulls off the condom and then he goes in you raw, that's not a trap. That's just simply rape, right? If that's not what you wanted. That's just simply rape and sexual assault. It's not a trap. So if it's simply rape and sexual assault, you tell me you like this person that much that you can't file charges on them? Because what you're telling the world is that I like them that much, so it's not rape and sexual assault because I like them that much.
But remember, it all started with baby trapping. So if I'm
he trapped her with a baby because he got her pregnant. That's what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like not saying like he trapped her with the ideal of she's pregnant, so she's with child no matter what. She might don't want her, so she might keep it because she don't believe in abortion. Like the reason why she kept the baby is not the reason. It's the fact that she's saying that the man pull off the rubber and then they go inside a woman and then they get her pregnant. But like I'm saying even with that, now don't get it twisted. I understand pre-cum can't get a woman pregnant. I understand premature ejaculation can get a woman pregnant. I get that. But you can't sit here and tell me all these women out here who's been through that situation have gotten pregnant out premature ejaculation. No, they didn't. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is when that man, I tell women all the time, you have to do what you have to do as a woman to protect yourself. Stop looking for a man to be so decent to where he's going to always look for your betterment. When it comes to things, it don't necessarily work like that. I get it. You want me as a man to tell man to do better. Yes, I want men to do better. I don't want no man out here catching no sexual assault cases, rape cases. No, I don't want that for none of my men. None of my brothers out here. I don't want that for none of them. But at the end of the day, you as a woman cannot hang your head on a man gonna always do the right thing. You can't hang your head on that. So at the end of the day, if you know that man and you started having sex with a rubber on, because that was the agreement, when you feel that penis come outside of you, because you feel it when it come out. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you how you females feel it when it come out. Because if it keep coming out and then you and that dude don't work out, you go to the TL and you make jokes about him and you top on him, talking about he kept slipping out. So you know it's out. See, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Y'all understand when it's out, when you want to make jokes about it, but all of a sudden y'all don't understand when it's out and when the condom come off and all that, when it's some serious now you with child.
I got you.
The goalpost moving. So at the end of the day, as a woman, you must protect yourself. I tell my sisters that. I tell my daughter that. At the end of the day, if you down there laying down with a man, when that man, you know when that man is inside you. You know when that man is in between your legs and inside you. So guess what? You know when that man come from outside you. You know when that man penis coming from out, when that man penis is no longer inside you. You know that. So guess what? When you know that, but y'all still in the act of trying to have sex, and you see him fidgeting, trying to do something down there, you better start investigating before he insert his penis right back into you. Hey, the rubber still on? Where it says you got it on. Yeah. Hey, if you ain't got it on, we got get another one. Yeah. Because once you address the fact that he ain't got it on, and then you tell him no, go file charges. Yeah. You can't like him that much the way you ain't filing charges.
Especially if he did something like that. Yeah.
And guess what? If you just so happen to be pregnant by a man that you file charges on, so be it.
Yeah.
Go do what you got to do. Go handle your situation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as a woman, there's always steps. Because I know you ain't telling me that man's so smooth that he got the condom taking it off while he's inside of you at the same time. He ain't even got to come out of you. And he took the condom off while he's still inside you. That ain't happening. Yeah, I get the condom may break. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when that man uninsert himself from you and he take the rub off, all that uncertain time that he got, you need to be investigating. Because let me tell you women another reason how y'all know when a raw digger's going inside of you. At the end of the day, a lot of y'all like to grab on the man penis and insert it inside you. So y'all should know. You should know what kind of penis is going inside you. Yeah. If that man hopping inside of you, you need to hold on, let me see. And y'all know how y'all women like to guide it in. Come on, so it's too many. I don't see where the trap coming in at if you protecting yourself as a woman.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they'll make. Yeah, you gotta add up. They don't add up to me.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not vouching for any man to just be like, yeah, man, they just pull it off and try it. No, don't do it. That's not cool. I'm not telling no man to go do that. Yeah. I'm not taking no responsibility off no man. Yeah. If you do that, especially as of 2010, and you know it's especially as of 2021 now, that is states that's saying it's illegal to do that. Yeah. If you're doing that, you deserve to go to jail.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
So as of 2021, if you out there pulling rubbers off and that woman didn't consent to it, you deserve to go to jail. And lady, file charges. Because if you don't file charges, only thing you telling that man is it's okay to do it.
Yeah.
And you just gonna take it.
True. That's facts.
So at the end of the day, as a woman, you have to protect yourself.
Agreed.
And there's no gray area in between this. It's either right or wrong. It's either consent or you didn't consent.
That's true.
It's either rape and sexual assault or it's something that you consented to.
Consensual, yep.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
The thing of it is that they're trying to stretch the consent as far as they want it to be stretched, so they can pinpoint a person at every point. No, it's either it is or it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So make up your mind. If a situation ever happened to a woman like that, which I pray that it don't, but if you come across a situation like that, make up your mind of what it is. And make up your mind to file charges on that person, no matter how much you like them, no matter if y'all been in a relationship 2, 3, 4, 5 years. If that's not how y'all get down, you got to file charges.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's it.
Agreed. Yep.
I get it. But tell man to be better man. I could tell man to be better man all day, and I tell them that all day. But at the end of the day, just because I tell man to be better man, it don't mean that that's gonna happen every time.
Yeah.
It's just like telling a man put on a condom. Just because I tell a man put on a condom, it don't mean that the condom ain't gonna pop. You still won't get the woman pregnant.
But the thing when if somebody told you to tell men to be better men, if you're not a better man, there's penalties for this. What we talk about right now.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is file a report, and then he gonna get punished.
Exactly.
Extremely. You know. So I mean, yeah, you're right. We men should definitely strive to be better men. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, but if a dude
and on top of that, bring that conversation up before y'all actually go have sex.
Exactly.
Tell that person off top. Look, I'm only consenting to sex with you, protection. If you take this condom off, and I didn't consent for it, and I didn't tell you to take it off, or I didn't personally take it off, I'm going to file charges on you.
Yeah, the charges getting filed as it should.
You tell them that up front. It don't matter how long y'all been together. It don't matter how long y'all been cool, kicking it or whatever. You tell them, I only consented to protect this sex.
Exactly.
So if you take this stuff off without me knowing, and I feel any piece of raw penis in me, I'm gonna file charges on you.
File charges,
Unless the condom broke while we having sex and you can't do nothing about that.
That's different,
You know what I'm saying? I can't function for that.
We talking about specifically you removing
it. You removing it on purpose.
Being dishonest. Yep.
Being dishonest.
Yeah. There's no place for that. I agree.
Ain't no place for that.
Yeah.
You know. So other than that, like I said, they probably been.
I see, man. They got that. Hey, that one got you fired up over there, my brother. Hey, man.
Because this is the thing. This is protection. This is protection. Not only. This is protection not only for men. This is protection for women too. It's protection for both of us. This is knowledge for both of us. It ain't just I'm just here for my brothers. I'm just here for my brother. No, this is for both men and women. You know, so we be so adamant and want to fight and argue with each other and have a gender war amongst each other. I'm saying, hey man, this is for both of us.
Yeah.
This is the protection for both of us. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, just like you said, bro. You ain't hear about this term until when?
A couple days ago when we talked.
We talked about it.
Offline, yeah.
And this term and the sexual content has been out since 2010. So how many brothers you honestly think really are, and how many of these women laying down with some of the men they like to choose honestly know what the hell that means?
Yeah. You know, because like if we just keep it real, like that term I would never even think about that term because that's something I would never do. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
That wouldn't even come to my mind to do that. You know, because like like I said earlier, if I took that step, I already know what's down the line. Okay, it's possible. we have a baby. Okay, cool. I'm cool
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
Because I've
And that's what
chosen
I'm
this
saying.
woman, and we can make this happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And growing up, like, now don't get it. Yes, growing up as me, being a junior high student and being a high school student. Yes, growing up, I knew that getting pregnant could be an option.
Yeah.
It could happen. Yeah. Yes, I knew a sexually transmitted disease could possibly happen, but I was with women that I had and I knew and I trusted on a particular level. So at the end of the day, I feel like I knew them enough, they knew me enough to where that's what happened. So at the end of the day, that's why nobody never filed charges on me. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, because it was like an understanding throughout that happened. Yeah, we was young and it was no such term back then. I'm talking about 96, 97. You know what I'm saying? There was no term like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, 2012 it wouldn't, or 2000.
2010. 2010. Up until 2010 it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, but now that it is, and now that it's become illegal, as of 2020, 2021, there's no grounds for that to be happening.
Yeah, I agree.
Period. And I tell women, by all means, if a man does that to you, file charges on him. Yeah. But you can't teeter and totter on the line of when you're gonna file charges on somebody. Yeah. Because if you don't, you just tell them there's no repercussions for their actions.
Yeah, exactly. This one of them subjects we got to bring a woman on again, because that's why I like our show, because we're not just looking at like surface topics. We going in depth that can always be talked about. You know what I mean?
Right.
And definitely, I would love to hear a woman's point of view on this, man. You know?
Exactly. So with that being said, you know, that's all I got for that topic, man. That's stealthy, man. Like I said, we'll revisit that again.
Yeah.
With some women. And like I said, I know a lot of women be up on the sexual terminology. So a lot of women probably knew that back then when it came out. But if we come across a panel full of women and we could talk about that, but I want to know their ideology and their mindset back then, because you know everybody nowadays have this new super woke ideology, super sensitive, super fake woke, and I don't want that. I want to delve back into the mind back when they was in high school and junior high, when they was sexually active. I want to know about that mind.
A balanced conversation.
A balanced conversation, which I'm gonna be honest, I ain't probably gonna find too much out of these females nowadays, but it is what it is. It is what it is, Roti. You know,
boss, you want to come before you DMs, huh, my brother?
Man, no, don't get me wrong, because I respect women's opinions, but I respect everybody's opinions, but I tell people like this. I'm not one of those people who just going to find something out today and just jump out the window as if, oh, this is something I've been knowing since I was in grade school. No, I didn't know it back then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it just like terms like it's another topic, man. I ain't trying to spill over.
Yeah, that's the next episode, man.
Yeah, that's the next episode, man. But until then, man, we're gonna move right along. And we are going to get into Stroll down the TL. We haven't done this in a long time, my brother. Man. It's been a while since we strolled down the TL, but with that being said, let me go ahead, share screen. Let's see what old Twitter TL got going on. We're gonna stroll down the TL. Let's see what okay. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on, but You know, I mean,
boy, it's
this
always
the
something off
female.
the top, man.
Yeah, it's always something, man. It's always something. Let's see. This girl was right about Taylor Port. Why folks roasting her? Okay, now talking about some liquor. Does technology simplify life or makes it more complicated? Okay, let's talk about this, Roti. Without even going deep into the without even going into the what you call it, to the mentions. Does technology simplify life or make it more complicated?
I think both. It definitely simplifies because with Google and all this online stuff, you just ask. It's like a supercomputer in your hand.
Right.
But if we talking about trying to maintain a relationship with somebody where it's so much distraction out there, all you gotta do is get on all these, Twitter, you can get on IG, Facebook, all that. It can definitely be distracting, like especially if somebody likes to engage with people and it's kind of like going on the catalog because you see all these people's best sales, I guess. So you don't really see their flaws and all that. So you can get tempted,
right,
on thinking the grass is greener out there than what you got in your house. You know what I'm saying?
right,
If you're dealing with somebody, so
right.
it can definitely complicate it from the relationship point, in my
Right.
opinion, because it's like
Right.
I can speak for myself. It's and man, like it's a very short list of women that I came across that ain't dealing with nobody in their DMs,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
shooting their shots or whatever, and
It just
most
yeah.
because most women on social media, so like it's and that definitely complicates that search, but like life, going on Twitter or going on Google and all that, you know, uh, doing online stuff, online work, shopping, and all that. It's definitely easier.
Yeah.
What you think, bro?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, like it has its simplification moments, and then it has its complication moments.
Yeah.
I think it does. I think it like you said, Google search and so many things of that nature. Like, yeah, it makes, like I said, it's a supercomputer in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes it's like when you're going to get your car worked on, and your car can't be worked on like old school mechanics. It got to be hooked onto a computer, and it takes this and that and that, and it's simple. It makes things a lot harder at times because
that's true.
Like you said, dating aspect. Back then, a woman would only have to engage and deal with men in her proximity, which was the proximity of where she lived or where she went to school or where she went to work. Now she got the world is her proximity.
Yeah, it is.
Or same thing with a man. The world is his proximity.
Yep.
So it's distraction times 100.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it has its ups and downs. I just think that when it's all said and done, when it comes to technology, it's all about the discipline of the person.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
Whatever you have to use it for, and I get it. Sometimes a lot of people get caught up in the journey of trying to figure out every piece of technology that comes out. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's kind of like how you roll out the bed in the morning. It's like either you're gonna have a nice, good, simple day, or it's gonna be one of them days.
Yeah, it's true.
Or it's either gonna be one of them days, and then it's gonna be like hell on wheels when it comes to with this technology.
It's
so
true.
It's to me it's like it's definitely a 50-50.
Yeah.
Definitely a 50-50.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep Stroll down the TL, man. Let's see. For years, and want to know. All right, man. Let's see. Without even looking at a lot of the stuff, it says folks be single for years, and I just want to know how.
Hey, I think I can definitely speak on that one because like you said, we're not really going too deep into the comments, but I saw that first comment before you clicked it.
Yeah.
She said people value peace.
Yeah.
Hey man, like I definitely second, third, and fourth and fifth that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that every relationship is chaos. I'm not saying that because clearly you got a good one, you got a healthy one, and I know people that have them. But I do know a lot of people with chaotic relationships too, though. You know what I'm saying? More than the ones that have peaceful ones. I'm just keep it real. So it's look, man, it's definitely hard, especially as I've gotten older. To be fair, man, to trust somebody. You know what I'm saying? But keep it real. But I'm not saying that I would never do it. Just it's tough out there, man. If my peace is being disturbed or interfered with, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to pass on that one, bro. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't know. I can just speak for that because I've been single for all my life. So, but I know that's how it is to me. But what you think, brother? From married man.
Peace is a big thing for sure. We already know, like a lot of people, like especially they at this age where like peace is peace, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, they set in their ways.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I think it's the will to or the right to want to get in one or not. Like at the end of the day, it's simple. Like as a person in their date life, they have the right to maneuver their date life however they want to. They have a right to just be like, I just want to go on dates to get what I want to get. I have the right to want to have casual sex if I want to. I have the right to only deal with people who make X amount of money. Like you have a right to want to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people just have settled down for the fact that they have a right to look at everybody around them and look at relationships that have longevity and marriages and when you have so many people in those situations that are coming at you from a negative aspect all the time and about how you should stray away from it and don't do it and blase, 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 you kind of shot people off and they rather just stay single and play the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, and believe it or not, man, there's a lot of people where a lot of people are just not checking for them. There was a study that said like I think like 65% of men like don't even like really get no play or no attention from women.
That's crazy.
So like some people are single by force.
By force, yeah.
Somebody just not checking out for them. Like we said, man, when you look at these women and like 80-90% of the women are going for only 10-15% of the men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
true. A lot of people,
yeah, a lot of people single by force.
It's true.
True. So
it's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's valid reasons, and trauma could be why people are single. Yeah, it's multiple reasons.
Yeah,
it's valid reasons. So yeah, I definitely get that.
Yeah.
All right, it says. It says, do you think listening to a book is effective as reading it? Oh, okay. Do you think listening to a book is as effective as reading it?
I think that depends on the person because me personally, I would rather listen to a book than read it, to be honest with you.
Right.
Reading, like flipping the pages and reading, it's just it don't really like stick with me like it would if I hear it or if I see it. I'm more visual, you know. So like, I think that's depends on the person, like a lot of different things, because you really can't just put a blanket statement on the world. People different, you know. So I think it'd probably be about 50-50, to be honest with you, bro.
Well, yeah. You know, a lot of people are auditory learners.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are auditory learners. They learn way more with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, telling them, letting them know, quizzing them, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and most people, man, it's just like, it's kind of like sitting at a desk. Like you reading a book, sitting at a desk at a job, you're gonna get sleepy.
Exactly.
A lot of people it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just a comfy, cozy nature that comes with like sitting down somewhere reading a book. Some people, you allow them to get too comfortable. They're not. It's like they for the check out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely think it's based. It's an individual basis.
Yeah.
You know. I know me. It's like I definitely. I'm definitely like, especially when I'm on the scriptures, I'm definitely I got it playing. It's auditory.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can hear it better. Some people just have the voice for narration.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even like the sound of their own voice in their own mind.
Yeah.
So I just think it's definitely each his own. But me, I'm definitely an auditory listener.
Yeah, me too.
You know, auditory learner. Let's see what else we got on this stroll down to TL. What's the most annoying thing about having to be an adult?
The most annoying thing, as a man, it's a lot of people ain't trying to hear you, had no sympathy for you, man. If I say this, like if you come upon hard times as a man, generally, you got a time limit, you know, where you gotta figure it out, you know. And because most people ain't trying to hear no sob stories from us brothers. That's just how it goes.
Exactly.
You know? I say that, but like that might be the most annoying thing, but like, that's probably the most what's what we're looking for, man, challenging thing too. So I think challenges make you stronger. So it's kind of like gift and the curse, I guess. I say that.
Yeah.
What you think, brother?
The most annoying thing about having to be an adult. I just think it's kind of like along what you're saying. I think that we all had this idea that we grew up and that was pushed on us, that this is what it takes, or this is the mark that you have to be at to call, to pretty much have to pretty much for it to be called, I got myself together.
Yeah.
And when you just feel like you're not living at max potential.
Yeah.
Or when you feel like all the doors haven't been unlocked, or all the blessings haven't been dropped on you up until current. You just feel like you're behind. I think that's the most annoying thing, because it's like you feel like you're underachieving at life currently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you achieve, no matter how much you're striving and you're pushing and you're doing things, you still feel like, man, I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
So I think that feeling, that realization is just one of the ones I think I never get comfortable with, because it's just it's like I feel like every day I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I do enough, but I'm looking at myself like, man, I could be doing 10 times more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely one of the most annoying things about being an adult.
Yeah.
All righty. Dating someone who respects your partner It's very important. What? You talking about cheating? Dating someone who respects your partner. Yeah, I ain't getting no foolishness like that.
They on some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't feel like I gotta answer that. I feel like we both positive people.
Yeah.
I'm just here with these grays. Do what they want to do. Kind of look like Cardi B.
Yeah.
Let me see what we got. Make it make sense. Y'all know y'all locked in when you hit on all now, bucko. So ready for the moon tomorrow. What movie theater? Popcorn be fire. Niggas will lick up. Oh,
Wow.
It's still not want commitment.
Wow.
he boy, man, it is the goddamn Twitter boy. TikTok claims she's too pretty to work and effing get up at 6 a.m. every day for 60 years. Well,
Hey.
Hope she get what she looking for.
You lying.
Twitter behind a paywall. Elon Musk is considered putting Twitter behind a paywall. That means making everybody pay for the platform.
Everybody got to pay to get on it, huh?
Yeah, I think I'll be out of here, bucko.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, Elon ain't finna come back and get all that $44 billion off
For
of
real.
me. You know what I'm saying? Get an ultrasound.
Stomach pump.
I look so pretty right now. Okay. Let me see. Let me see.
Hopefully we can find one more, huh, brother?
Yeah. I'm trying to do it without jumping in the old ones in the DMs.
Oh, okay.
One more. Let's find one more and stroll down to TL, then we can go and come. Crazy, I don't see nobody talking about them little scrappy chips. I don't know. I don't talk about little scrappy chips. No. Come on now, people. She definitely got pregnant that night. Oh, man. Missionary Monday. Texture cross. All right, come on. Let's get one more. Come on, TL. Don't fail us. Let's see what we got. I don't want to see about Elon Musk talking about putting it on a
For
paywall.
real.
Come on.
Yeah, looking like this Bucko went over there, man.
Yeah. Number one in the West, Utah. Teen who killed her alleged rapist has escaped from our corrections facility. I hope y'all never catch her. Yeah, I get it. She killed her rapist. I can't get mad. We consider dad's side more toxic because they show their real face, whereas mother's side show their fake face. I don't know. My mama's side show her real face.
Yeah.
I think nothing like a suspicious $2 billion Powerball mystery to bring the nation together. Bro, I think that's it, bro.
Maybe, yeah.
That might be it. It's cool for the first night. I can't complain.
Yeah, we got about 3 of them, so
yeah, we got some good ones. Let me ease on back over here. With that being said, we for the end off the night, going on 2 hours with a little part encouragement. A little part encouragement. What that is the part of the segment of the show where we, encourage the people. Before that, let's jump on into some tunes.
Yeah.
And Rod, tell the people what's going on with you, my brother.
Well, you know how I be tweeting, man. I'll try to hit y'all with a little bit of motivation and encouragement and all that, man. So I'm gonna just keep it with that theme. I ran across a post on social media that said that if you go the extra mile, there's usually no traffic there. So if you you want to start some, or of course doing all your research and not just jumping into things willy-nilly. And if you want to start some, like we said earlier, more than likely the people that ain't gonna, most of the people not gonna really rock with you in the beginning, and it's gonna test your fortitude. And but if you do what you do and then do a little extra more, nothing in life's a guarantee, but like I think those are your best chances. You know what I mean? So like, whatever you do, give it all you got, and then give a little more, and you live with the results. You know what I mean? And just because, and let's just say it didn't work out, if you try something else, who's to say that won't work out? But just keep it pushing, give it all you got, and then go that little extra mile. That's too many people not gonna go there with you, man. But that's what I got. What you got, brother?
Paul encouragement for me right now is you can sit down, baby. Paul encouragement for me right now is simply just tell everybody, man, go rekindle your love, go find your love with whatever it was that it was. If it's something new that you're seeking, go figure it out. Go figure out that path. Go figure out that journey. Or if it's something that you got to go back and reconnect to, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I know, man, we all got the same 24 hours. We got the same 7 days a week, and we got time. And we got time that we either working towards something, or we got time that we're burning and just wasting. So life ain't all about partying. Life ain't all about always working hard too. But like we were saying earlier, you got to cement yourself somewhere. You gotta find your I guess you want to say purpose.
Yeah.
Or
your
you got to
lane.
find a way, your lane, or how to cement yourself in life, how to cement yourself in history. Because one thing I know for sure, as long as this world been around, there have been people who did things to cement themselves in history.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be the next, or are you not? You know, or are you going to be just one of those people in history that that's just going to let time go by, and one of the many people who are just, you know, out there laying in the grave, and when it's all said and done with your life, there's nothing to it? Or are you going to, you know, you're going to do something about it? You're going to shake the world, you know what I'm saying? Whether if it's just shaking your neighborhood or your community or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Everybody can't shake the whole globe, but shoot a shot at least at it.
Yeah.
You know? So, other than that, man, that's my power encouragement for the night. With that, man, I am the Messiah Boss, and it's my partner Roti, and this is episode 61.
61 of these things, brother.
61 of Quality Life Podcast, man. Like I said, we just approaching the 2-hour mark. Like I said, we get here fairly easy, man.
No doubt.
Fairly easy.
Yep.
I tell people they don't understand how demanding this stuff can be. It's very demanding.
Yeah, it is.
Obviously, like you say, you put in that 2 hours a pop. You know, we don't start getting cooking until after we in the first hour in already.
Yeah.
You know, the stove it just started heating up. You know, so
yeah.
With that being said, man, this is episode 61. I'm so glad to be back. I know I'm getting a little hoarse. That lets you know we ain't done it in a while. But
We getting back in the saddle, man.
We getting back in the saddle. We could definitely get back in the saddle. You see my daughter, she done woke up. She done came in the living room.
Yeah.
And until then, man, that's me. I'm a side boss. It's my partner Roti. Episode 61, man. We'll be hitting y'all episode 62 real soon.
Yeah. To the next time.